I feel really good to be here because this is one of our democratic traditions in South Africa since 1994, and this is very important that we must always emphasize the peaceful nature of our transition from one administration to the next, where leaders of all political parties and sectors of society come together in order to celebrate our democracy and to usher in a new start for the next 5 years, in this case the 7th administration. The second thing is we have not actually pronounced on the government of national unity, our position as yet. We're in really good discussions with various political parties, including the African National Congress, and I'm sure that by the weekend or very early next week we'll make our position known. But what South Africans can count on is that we'll play a very important role in Parliament in particular in order to make sure that the South African people are well represented and we get the quality of legislation that the country deserves.
We've seen though that in media reports that your name has been in these negotiation talks, where some say that you were tipped for finance minister or deputy finance minister at some point. Do you have ambitions to lead that portfolio?
I am not at liberty to choose who ministers are in South Africa, and certainly nobody has spoken to me about a ministerial position at all. I think when we got elected, we always thought that we would make a contribution in Parliament, and that's where our focus is at the moment. So the election always produces what it does, and one of the most important things we must always do, and it is why you are a democracy, is to respect the will of the people. The people have decided in this election that the ANC gets 40%, the DA gets 21%, and so on. And that is the hand that the country and all of us have been dealt with. We need to have the maturity to deal with the will of the South African people. Otherwise, there would be no country. If you take your ball and you walk away and say, well, I'm not going to participate in Parliament, I'm not going to participate in committees, I'm not going to be in cabinet because the outcome of the election doesn't suit me. That's not how democracy is supposed to work.